gentlemen, today we're gonna be front clip swapping my Cummins. But first, we gotta get a cold start and turn this bad mamma jamma around. All right, let's see. Yep, that's a Cummins for you, bub. That is much better. So a little bit about the swap. My truck is a 97, so obviously it has the 94 to 97 front clip. This is off a 01 2500 24 valve. This is a 98 to 02 front clip. And luckily, it's a direct bolt-on. Really, all we got to do is pull off the OEM bumper and this grill, and then just bolt everything new onto the truck. Now I want to start by pulling off the whole grill. So those two bolts, and those two bolts. Because for this grill to fit, you need the 98 to 02 grill brace, which luckily it came with it. You're also gonna need the 98 to 02 hood prop, which luckily this came with the swap, and actually everything we need for the swap came with. So this is the hood prop out of the 97. It was just held on by a cotter pin on this, so pretty easy to remove it. And then like I showed you, we got a couple, damn it, these are 8 mils. Like I said, there's a couple of 8 mils under here. And then depending on how clapped your truck is, up here you might have a couple. As you can see, I only have 2, but that's really, what the fuck just fell on me? God damn my truck. And just like that, your whole grill assembly is off. Now I do want to say, I am going to try to sell the grill and the bumper together to kind of recoup some of my money. I paid $300 for the bumper and grill, which is not bad for a matching set, especially up here in Alaska with these being so clean. What the fuck? Dude, I've been looking for this ratchet for like 4 months. So next up, we got the 4 bumper mounting brackets. There are 2 braces on each side right here. And then in the middle here, we got these down there. I think a couple up here, yeah. So these bumper mounts in here, they're 18s, as you can see. Same deal over here, just another 18 mil. It's kind of hard to see it, but we got one up here. I don't even know if you guys can see it. And the, oh shit. And the other side, Jesus. All right, I think the bumper is ready to come off with a couple more tugs. As you can see, she's pretty loose. So all right, horns are out. Do real quick. Come on, dude. All right, we're just gonna start pulling on it. Oh. All right, that worked. The foot. What socket is that? Is that my 10 mil? We like push it through this way? No, we're in a predicament here. I'm gonna see if I can't get the socket off. All right, well, I was starting to have doubts because ChatGPT said that this bumper should bolt right on, But after seeing the motor mount or the bumper mounts and looking here, I was kind of skeptical, but it looks like this bumper just has these on it. So I just got to pull these off, these bolts, and then I can get it lined up and bolted on. I'm not usually a big ratcheting wrench guy, but this is really nice. Alrighty, it's the next day, and I didn't record it, but I got the bumper on at my buddy's house. It's not fully on, just the 6 main bumper mounts in the middle, but it turned out pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead, pop the hood, get the grill on, and then get like the side braces and horns put back on. Oh, I just stripped that out. Fuck. Alright, so hood release is fully in. It just goes up to here. There should be a cotter pin, but the second gen Sport latch didn't have the hole for a cotter pin, so I just threw a zip tie on there. Alright, so the passenger side brace isn't gonna work. And then the driver's side isn't gonna work, but I need my horns. So I'm going to take this bracket, drill a hole in the middle. I'll get a through bolt from my work. I'll go there here in a little bit, and then we just bolt them right there. All right, so got my dad's truck warming up right now to go to the stow. Like I said, I need a through bolt for that bracket to mount my horns, and then I need a couple nuts and bolts for like these nuts or bolts, whatever, along the top of the grill. That's the perk of working at a hardware store. I just got all the hardware I need to finish the front end swap for free. And there we go, the swap is all done. So now that it's done, let's talk about it. Would I recommend this swap? Yes, especially if you can get a matching color one. Obviously not matching color. I'm painting the whole truck eventually, which we'll talk about in a second, so it doesn't matter too much. But it also depends on what you like. The 94 to 97 bumper does look good, but the Sport bumpers just mog them in my opinion. Now, 1 through 10 on how easy it was to do, I'd say a solid 8 out of 10. It was pretty much as if you just took a bumper off and put it back on. I didn't have to custom fabricate anything other than I did have to drill out the hole for the horns right down there. But other than that, everything else kind of clicked into place and was kind of plug and play, which is great. The only other thing I want to do is I either want to get LED bulbs and sand these lenses down for these fog lights, or I want to throw my old fog light pods in. I'm not sure how I'd put a square into a circle, but I'm sure I can figure it out. And like I said, I'm painting the truck here soon, so don't fucking comment some absolute bullshit. It's about to have a blue driver's side fender anyways, because mine is starting to rust out. And then I got to get a new bed because back here is pretty bad. And I still got to weld in some new rockers, especially on this side. But that's all there is to it. So enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, share this video, tell your friends. I know I haven't posted in like 2 months, but I'm working on 4 videos right now aside from this one. So stay tuned, turn on post notifications, and have a good one.